now he gets offered a job in Michigan.
Correct.
You give him your blessings.
Correct.
You tell him that you're going to follow him.
Yes.
Why right now, after he has left and he's already there, after you told him you would follow, why didn't you say that back then and make the decision back then? Stephen, if you go, these are my concerns, and I don't think I'm going to follow you. Okay, here's the question. Would you give up financial security for love, or would you give up love for financial security? That's the question facing my one-on-one tonight. Lisa is coming to me from where? Los Angeles. She is 54 and has worked as a registered nurse at the same hospital for 23 years. Now, she is divorced with 2 adult sons, and she's been engaged to her fiancé, Stephen, for 7 years. But here's the problem, everyone. Stephen just took a new job in Michigan and is expecting Lisa to come and join him. But Lisa is having trouble deciding if this is a smart move or not. Girlfriend, welcome to the Suze Orman Show. How are you?
Thank you, Susie. Good evening.
Oh, so here's my question. You've been engaged to Stephen for 7.5 years.
Correct.
How long did you live with Stephen before he moved?
Oh, we actually lived together since actually about October of last year.
So for a while now,
Yes.
So it's been almost a year and everything. And now he gets offered a job in Michigan.
Correct.
You give him your blessings.
Correct.
You tell him that you're going to follow him.
Yes.
And now you're having doubts. Why?
Well, the only reason, my concern is my heart follows him, and we stay in contact on a regular basis. But right now, all of a sudden, having been in my job for 23 years, having bought a home, I would say at the pinnacle of the market, I'm a little concerned now about my finances. I've been able to do very well with my finances here. I have one son who's still in college who I do assist, and I want him to feel as though he has a home to come back to right now, which would be local for him. So my concern is, though, with my age, my job, and setting up my finances, if this is a wise decision for me to make at this particular time.
All right, so let's dissect this, though. Every single thing that you just said to me is not new. Every single thing that you just said to me, you knew 6 months ago. You knew 1 year ago. You knew when you told Stephen to take the job in Michigan and that you would then follow him out there. You knew all of this 1 year ago, 2 years ago. You've known this for the 7.5 years you've been with Stephen.
Right. I did anticipate that one time he would find a job and end up going back to the Midwest.
Why right now, after he has left and he's already there, after you told him you would follow, knowing everything then that you know now, why didn't you say that back then and make the decision back then? Stephen, if you go, these are my concerns, and I don't think I'm going to follow you.
Well, we did discuss it. We've been discussing it all along. But nonetheless, as I have watched just my approaching my age and my career, I became a little bit more concerned. I was concerned about a job transition, or actually starting brand new in a new job, concerned with my salary, concerned with being able, what I would do with my home.
Yeah. So do you hear everything that you're saying to me, Lisa? Want me to repeat it back to you?
Sure, and I understand. Go ahead.
I'll be Lisa, you'll be Stephen.
Okay.
Stephen, I don't want to come. I'm happy staying right where I am. I love you very much, but for financial and emotional reasons with my son, I'm going to stay right here. What should we do?
Okay.
That's what you're saying to me. You aren't giving me one reason why you should go. You gave me 10 reasons why you should stay. And by the way, I agree with every single one of your reasons, financially speaking. If this were simply a financial situation, I would tell you, what are you, nuts? Why would you want to go from 23 years or whatever it is of seniority at the hospital and the job that you love to a place where you'll be the new person on the totem pole, and if they ever have cutbacks, you're the one who's going?
Correct.
Going from California, where you've learned to love the weather, back to Michigan?
Well, Susie, you know what? I would move there because he is there. And we've had a very solid relationship for the past 7 years. But my big concern is, you know, if I was maybe 10 or 15 years younger, that move wouldn't seem so daunting. But where I am right now, it really is tough for me to make that decision. So I wanted to have a sound suggestion, or what path, how would I do that?
Here is my suggestion. Financially speaking, because I'm a finance person here with you,
Yes.
I wouldn't be doing it. You are on such the perfect path, a perfect path that if you just stay exactly doing what you are doing, you would have $1.5 to $1.7 million saved by the time you were 65 to 67 years of age. So my suggestion to you would be, I would stay where you are right now until all of these doubts went away. Nothing is keeping you from looking for a job there to see how much they would pay you.
Correct.
You could do that and see, but you haven't even done that.
Well, I've gone online only to just look at jobs and see where they're located and what hospitals would be available.
And does anything catch your eye?
Not yet.
Not
yet.
And the chances of that happening in comparison to you making in the 6 figures where you are right now are slim to none, my dear Lisa. You know that, and I know that.
True.
The real problem here is, what do you do with the relationship? We know he wants to be there. We know you want to be here. And we know that you love each other.
Yes.
True love can sustain another X amount of years, long distance or whatever it is. But I would not be moving, which you already did once in your life.
That's very true.
You moved from another place to California for your ex-husband.
True.
That's got to be playing on you as well, sweetheart.
Exactly.
So,
it does.
Given that, I would not be going, because if you go and it doesn't work out, the relationship isn't going to work out either. So let's try it long distance and see how it goes with you both working like you are, going to visit one another, but I wouldn't be jeopardizing my financial situation if I were you.
All right. Very good, Susie.